Hey, AfterBuzzers, we're talking about the Season 3 premiere of Younger, A Kiss is Just a Kiss. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Trying to catch your eye.
It's a mystery,
You know all the words?
I do, yeah.
Throwback Thursday.
Mystery,
from Old
it's no
Town.
doubt. Can I catch you again? I can walk before I run. Wait, I just have to explain. Just before I'm falling through the doors, lying across the floor. When you look at me, suddenly it's clear you're.
It's hard not to sing along.
I love this song.
Totally, absolutely.
That metamorphosis.
But I feel like we could probably sing along to the whole album, but
No,
we
we
should
could.
get into this
We should.
episode.
Totally.
Great season premiere. What did you guys think?
Loved it.
Loved it?
Awesome.
Well, before we get into it, let's introduce ourselves. We have a full panel this season of amazing people.
Yes.
I'm your host, Renee Ariel. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel. And to my left, I have Sam.
Hey guys, I'm Sam Davidson. You can find me at SamD43 on Twitter and Instagram.
Hey everybody, it's Rhelin, and you can find me on Twitter at Ray Taylor Gang and follow me on Instagram at Rhelin Taylor.
Oh, and I'm Dan Babic, so you can find me on the Twitter, on the tweet at Dan Babic with an underscore, or on Instagram at Dan Babic. Yes.
Wonderful. And as for us on AfterBuzz, you can follow us on iTunes, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, pretty much everywhere at AfterBuzz TV. But let's dive right in. So overall thoughts, we loved this episode. I want to know, okay, Team Charles or Team Josh?
Team Josh! I think Charles is a bit too old, but then I felt just a little bit too old.
Same age, roughly.
No, it's just like too old. And do you know what, like when we
just too
saw
old.
like this, like I was kind of into him, and then like they went to like that fancy restaurant that like Charles, well when Charles was at the fancy restaurant, he was talking to those old boring people. They were like, oh my god, we're empty nesters. I was like, you're too cool for that. So negative him and all about Charles. No, all about Josh.
Okay, so we have one Josh.
Yeah.
I am Team Charles.
Yes! I like it.
No,
I
he's
like
just
it.
so grown. Not
he's
to
great.
mention, like, he's sexy.
Oh my gosh, and 6'5".
That's what I was saying. Like when I found out he was 6'5" and Josh is only 5'11", I was like maybe. But I've got a feeling that the only reason you like him is because in last season we saw a picture of his pee and it was so big. So I think that's why you're like into him, and that's why all of you girls are more about Charles.
No, he's just the better, like, he's more mature. So I feel that maybe
feel that.
Josh is just, we talked about this, a phase, but let's see what you guys have to say over here.
Okay, so here's what I think, guys. I think that they're each like a specific part of Eliza's life, and she's led these two parts, and there is a soulmate for each one. So, I mean, she should have both.
Yeah.
So you're the mediator of us all, like, in the middle.
Or
Yeah.
she should like actually just marry them both.
polyamory.
I mean,
That's hip
I like
right now,
that.
right?
it would be complicated, but I'm saying I just can't decide because I actually love them both. I think they're both, like, every time I think I'm one side and then the other comes along and I'm like, oh no. So, yeah, I'm both. And I think they do a great job of making us love both of them.
They do. I mean, okay, Charles had me all last season, but the season finale, when he kissed her, and he's like, well, think about that. Sold. Marry him today.
I'll marry him.
I was like, but back to Josh. So the episode opens up. Caitlin's going back
Just
to
quickly,
school.
the only reason I'm all about Charles is I love a bit of workplace romance. It's like my little fantasy. Like I've always wanted to get with my boss. Like
I thought you were Josh.
but that's the only reason I do want it is because it's just like a little fantasy of mine. Like I love the idea of like going to work. And
So
just,
you
yeah.
do like him a little.
But it's
You're
just-
not
Everyone
completely
likes
opposed.
each of them.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's
Fair enough.
true.
I mean, they're both gorgeous and
Oh,
great
yes.
in their own beautiful way. And speaking of one of the ways they're great, Josh brought Dunkin' Donuts while
Oh,
Caitlin was
yeah.
packing, and Liza looked pretty surprised. Like, I thought that opening scene, I'm like, okay, she told him, come back into my life, we're gonna be back together, but then her face kind of said it all, like, oh, what are you doing here, haha.
And pretty quick how, like, Caitlyn was okay with Josh at first. Last season, you know, she was so like, ew, this is disgusting. You're talking to him? But now, as soon as the donuts come through the door,
I mean,
she's sold.
It was
And he's hot.
because
It's a hot guy.
last season, me and like Sam hated Caitlin. We wanted her like killed off the show.
I didn't
now
say
we
that. Dan said that.
I said that I wanted her to go. I was
And
like,
I said that wouldn't be good, but I'd rather her go away.
but like we're glad instead of being killed off the show, she's going off to college. Woo!
And then she's cool right before she leaves, of course.
I know.
Yeah,
now she's like, oh,
now we
Josh.
like her.
Yeah.
I mean, again, he did bring donuts, so.
I mean,
And he's a
listen,
hot guy bringing donuts.
it's too scary to have her and Josh in the same place for too long because, you know, I was always afraid of what would happen. It's the younger you know, I was like, oh, maybe they're meant to be together, and then her and Charles. Nope, too weird. Too weird.
Yeah, that would be really
That
uncomfortable.
would be uncomfortable.
Boo 699Bs, you know, I always see you. I love you. You are talking it up in here, so please continue. She picks either Elijah or no,
What's her name? Boob 69. Is that it?
Yeah, it's Boo 69Bs. When I first, you know, met her on the internet, I called her like Booby 9 or something.
What did you do? Booby
Yeah,
night?
I thought it was boobies, but she thinks Eliza should be single.
Liza should be single, I think, for a little while she's figuring herself out. Or, you know, she should be with Charles. But that's just my opinion and probably America's. But anyways, back to the show. Okay, so Maggie, though, right off the bat, like, loves Josh. What do you guys think of this? She's, like, 100% for Josh.
I think that Maggie knows what she's talking about.
You think so?
That's true. She kind of always does. I love last season when she told Josh off when he was kind of not into it. She's like, we're not basic bitches. And I was like, you go, Maggie.
For
I
sure.
feel like she always does have, you know, her head on her shoulders, and she kind of tells Liza when...
I love this girl.
she
very
puts
wise.
Liza in check, and you always need that best friend, because some other best friends will be like, girl, yes, go on. But she's like, no, don't do it. And I love her. She's real.
Maggie, yeah, she keeps real. By the way, she looks so hot this
Oh,
season.
oh my gosh, yeah.
She's so like the outfit she was wearing when she was like when they bumped into like someone on the street. I forget who it was.
The Bob and Julia.
Yeah, Bob and Julia. Yeah, how hot did she look? Like she
I
looks.
mean,
she always looks
yeah,
great.
she looks real good.
Even in the press tour this week, because I think she's lost a few pounds and she's got her styling, switched up a notch.
She looks bomb.
She looks so good. I'm like, you look better than Liza.
Yeah, so those people they bump into, Bob and Julia, I think they're just like two funny characters. We'll see that one time and then we see them a little bit later on. But what do you think of these two people? Would you want to be friends with them, hang out, get some wine?
No.
Because
No?
they're boring.
Here's one of the things, like, okay, so we've been 3 seasons, all of us sitting there being like, I don't want her to get caught. I'm so nervous.
Oh.
And I'm sick of that, us being nervous that she's going to get caught.
I know.
And so them being brought into that storyline for me was like, oh, God damn it, we're doing this again.
That's
Yeah.
true. My stomach turns.
Between like that and Chad's, Thad's Facebook
No, it's Chad.
and
Oh, you're
email.
right. Thad.
Yeah, Chad's, well, just his whole computer oh my gosh, this is going to be the end
Thad
of
is
me.
dead, Chad is alive.
Thad is dead, Chad's alive. Thad's computer, Chad cannot get into because he doesn't have the password. So that's like one thing on our shoulders. We're like, oh my gosh, waiting for that bomb to go off. And then now we have Bob and Julia. We don't know if they're gonna come back. Like it's just really starting to get to me. Like is everyone going to find out, or are we gonna have another Josh situation where just one person or 2 people know, and then the secret remains? Would the show continue if everyone knew?
Yes, I definitely.
I think so. Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen Never Been Kissed? Right?
Yes.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore and oh crap, I'm blanking. Michael. You know what I'm
So
talking
bad.
about? He used to be married to Jennifer Garner.
Do you want me to look on?
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I bumped into her about 2 weeks ago at the montage in Laguna Beach.
Oh, shut up.
My mum went for a bit of a piss in the bathroom, and her kid said, I don't know, was saying something, and my mum was laughing because the kid was in the, and then like her and my mum had a bit of a
You've never seen this movie, Never Been Kissed?
No, so I'm just talking about my Jennifer Garner thing, but anyway.
Oh, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Oh no, Drew Barrymore though, Never Been Kissed. I'm gonna have you over, and we're gonna have all of us
Everybody,
are gonna have
when
a
I,
movie night.
yeah, because when I
Because-
explain Younger, people always reference, oh, Never Been Kissed. I'm like,
Well, especially the Charles and Eliza relationship. I mean, listen, it is legal. At least Michael Vartan, that was his name.
Michael,
There you
okay.
go.
The
He was the
internet
teacher, and he thought he was in love with an underage girl. But he wasn't, so that was a huge relief at the end.
How underage though? Like 17, he's like, oh, that's
No,
alright.
it's like 8.
Oh,
it was like
yeah,
18.
she was in high school. Was it
high-
college or high school?
High school, and
High
he was a
school.
teacher.
And she was 18.
And she was an undercover reporter.
Yeah, I know that. But like, was she 18?
Yeah, she was a senior.
Okay, well, yeah, that is uncomfortable.
Thin line,
And that's like a
but-
weird setting for that to even.
But even though, even Charles feels weird, right?
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't think it really hit him until he had that conversation with Bob and Julia. I think he was like, "This is gonna happen. I've been waiting for this to happen." And then Bob and Julia are like, "No, this is a really bad idea. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, maybe it is," but we'll get to that.
I kind of like it. I kind of like it though when like really serious people, like someone with a really big job, really big career, really well respected, is still really kinky and doesn't still get with the 27-year-old or however old
yeah.
she is. It's like, you're still naughty.
But he didn't know. Do you guys think he would like feel better about knowing the truth about Liza, or be completely weirded out?
I think he'd be a little weirded out.
Yeah, because she's still a grown up, right?
Yeah.
I think he's
she's
just
a liar.
I think he's a horny daddy that like wants his like little girl. I think that's his like fantasy. I think he wants the younger girl. I think when he finds out she's old, he's like, oh, there goes my fantasy. Can't shag the intern anymore. Can't shag the the entry-level job girl.
But he likes her old soul.
Yeah, but he likes her. I
But he likes the 27-year-old tits. That's what he meant. Like, yeah.
I think it's the
cannot.
idea of her. It worries me that it's the idea of her, because she says she loves him because he's a grown-up. Mm-hmm. He doesn't know that Liza is also a grown-up. That's
a great point, Renee.
Dun, dun,
So-
dun.
He loves it because he's just going to got rid of the wives, and now he wants, the young girl at the office that, he can take care of and have a bit of hanky-panky with, and yeah.
Maybe he won't like her as much when he
Hopefully.
finds out. Or
Will
maybe
he?
he will be relieved like Michael Vartan was and was like, I'm not committing a crime.
That will be his.
Yeah, you never know.
Hoorah.
But we get back to work and we actually see Charles and Liza talking for the first time since that kiss.
That tie.
Yeah, and he did the quick meet me at, what was it, the Carlisle tonight, and then she immediately gets the text from Josh also asking her to meet her somewhere, like the typical which one, but she immediately rejects Josh.
Which I didn't expect at first. I thought she was going to wait.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like that was gonna be the episode. Like,
Yeah.
where was she going to end up at the
Me
end
too.
of the night?
Exactly.
Yeah. Are you guys bummed that she rejected Josh, or is it like
Nope.
she can have him any night?
No, I was just so glad that, like, she went to the dinner and then decided to leave. I thought it was such an interesting storyline, Yeah.
I mean, I was just happy that she didn't get herself into a scary situation again. I'm so sick of that. Like, at least she saw what was happening and left.
Yeah,
She
true.
didn't go in there like many times we've seen and been like, oh, hello.
Oh my gosh.
I'm 26. You know I'm not 26, but just playing along.
I'm glad she gave him a chance instead of just going straight with Josh. Even though he did win over her daughter earlier in the morning, she still went to go see what Charles was about, even though not really because she bailed, but
I know.
she was going to.
I think when you have like two people in mind that you're choosing between and one you've already been with, if you are now curious about this new relationship, I think it means you're kind of over the old relationship.
No.
If you're willing to start a new relationship with someone else or see where that goes, after now Josh is like, what did he kept saying? I'm all in, Liza. I'm all in.
Yeah, what is that from? That's like, I think that's something.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess that, or maybe just what men
Probably just
say.
a big in life. I'm all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, is that you? I'm all in.
Hey, yeah. But
I'm all in.
I'm all in.
I mean, listen, the thing is that we get so frustrated with Eliza, and
It's true.
so is Steve, our engineer, by the way. He is all in.
I'm all
and
in.
I
All in.
appreciate that. I mean, he really is. He's the best.
He is the best.
We love Steve. Thank you
But-
so much for writing that.
Eliza's never all in, ever.
Yeah, she got cold feet this episode. That's what that was with Josh. I think like the biggest thing is that she got cold feet and she was like, well, I'll try this other thing with Charles.
I think Eliza's annoying. She's always like, I always say Eliza needs a Lexapro prescription. She like overthinks everything. She's like, oh, I can't do that. Oh no, oh my god. Just have fun with it. Like, date two guys at the same time. Who cares?
Yes.
But the one thing she is like good with is other people's issues.
Yeah.
With, for instance,
Oh,
Kelsey
MG,
and
she
her
is.
problems. She completely goes into mom mode with Kelsey
Sure.
and I think Caitlin majority of the time. Mostly Kelsey, I would say.
So funny. The other day in Caitlyn, I just think of Caitlyn Jenner all the time. Like I just think of the transgender woman. I can't think of anything else but Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, also, this Caitlyn is barely in this show, so it's like hard to, when you think Caitlyn, to go automatically to this girl.
Yeah.
You guys, we have Boo69Bs again. I don't think Charles really likes Eliza if, let's see, if he would get mad at her for showing up for the
I don't think he's mad. I think
Yeah.
guys always put on
Agreed.
a front all the time. Like, I don't care. I'm like, you care.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So
He was
and
hurt.
especially when you're telling your friends, I think she's different. That just automatically turned off that quick. I'm telling you, guys always sometimes want to play like love and feelings is like a light switch. You can just flip it on and off. But it's not. So
I agree. I also think that Bob and Julia got into his head when they were saying all that to him, and then she doesn't show, and then she sees him at work after texting like, "Oh, sorry, I can't make it." No further explanation. No, like maybe another time.
I know.
Nothing.
Reschedule at least.
Yeah.
Or like, hey, I want to go to this other bar. Maybe. You know?
Yeah.
Let's go here. It has a better ambiance.
That's what I was saying too. At least suggest another bar. Come on. You
Right?
guys can get drinks anywhere. You have to go here.
Agreed. Like, I don't understand. She's not a very good problem solver in her own life. She
No,
could have
she's
suggested
not.
anything else. She should have, like, maybe even elaborated a little bit more in the text. Like, how about explain why, or at least, I mean, don't explain why, but like make up a story. But instead she was so just vague and just kind of like, ooh, I can't make it. So of course when she sees him, he's thinking, oh, it was just a kiss. She doesn't really like me. So he's gonna like play all strong and cool and I don't care.
That's why I don't get, because we used to have this discussion last season, is I pretend to be like 32 for my job. I'm 22, and I just lied. I told my boss, like when I quit, I was running, I was CEO of a company at 21 years old, and my boss thought I was 30. And then I told her, by the way, like when I left, you had a 21-year-old running a company. She thought it was funny. She thought, oh my gosh, I can't believe that.
The thing is about Dan is that he has his own show that, like, you know, is not public yet, but I mean it will be.
Hopefully, yeah.
Dan's life is extremely fascinating.
Yeah, I want to hear more about this later.
Oh no, well, it's the Younger after show. It's not the Dan Babic after show. So we have to get back on topic, bitches.
Can't just talk about me.
I also wanted to say that I feel like Liza, she's just she acts on emotion too much. Like, she always does the extreme
That's
when
why
it
she
comes
needs
to
Lexapro.
it. Like, when she quit Empirical completely because
Oh
Kelsey
my
was
gosh,
mad at her.
'cause Kelsey was
like,
mad.
she always just goes to the extreme, like, sorry, I can't make it. Like, don't just end it completely. Like, try to save it. But she's always just so over emotional.
I think that's the reason why is because she's afraid she's gonna get caught.
Yeah.
So she just needs to rip off the Band-Aid. I cannot believe that it's season 3. And Kelsey. Okay, when season 1 ended, I don't know how I watched, but I watched it and I was like, oh, Kelsey knows. And then we started season 2 and they were like, what are you talking about? Kelsey doesn't know. And I was like, I watched the season finale that Kelsey knew. That's what I thought in my brain.
Kelsey is still
Did you like
blind.
dream of a season finale?
Honestly, like I might have. I watched it and I was like, oh, cool. She told Kelsey.
How do you guys think, who do you think will be more upset, Kelsey or Charles?
Kelsey.
100%
100% Kelsey. Because
Yeah.
that's the one they've been teasing us so much with it. Like, Liza's gonna tell her, then Liza doesn't tell her. Liza's gonna tell her, oh, it's not the right time.
Yeah.
Guess what, Liza? There's never the right time to be like, hey, by the way, I lied about everything in my life. I have a daughter who's your age. Hey, haha. Like, there's not a good time to bring that
Daughter's
up.
younger.
Daughter is younger, but you know what I'm saying. They're closer in age than
I
Liza,
think
right?
Kelsey's a little bit simple and would get over it in like a week tops.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't know.
I agree with you. High five.
I don't know, because the way they're building it up, I feel like Kelsey is gonna like overreact. I don't know if it's gonna be more so Charles or Kelsey. I don't know if they're gonna find out at the same time, but I think Kelsey's gonna like be a big one that they're gonna be like, my friendship was a lie, type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, she freaked out at her for the whole Thad issue.
Yeah.
That fight. I mean,
But now I feel like she was mad because of what her epiphany was this episode, which was I was marrying him to prove everybody else wrong. So I'm like, was that the real reason why you were
so
throwing a
upset?
tantrum at Liza?
I know.
Trying to save your relationship, but okay.
I agree with you also.
Thank you.
That's a high five. But let's talk about the meeting with that like stupid Japanese
Kiko.
person. Yeah.
Kiko, her book. Yeah, so Kiko is apparently a great author who's changing a lot of lives with her minimalist lifestyle, which she has people, I guess, do the paper fold, which actually Dan did.
I did, yeah.
While we were
So
watching.
what was in your 4 squares?
I wrote down family, friends, health, and career. And then the Japanese author said, throw it all away. Don't think about anything of that. And
the real priorities.
No,
about
they
the real-
said number 4 will destroy you.
Oh, number 4 was
That's what it was. I heard what you
Yeah.
heard. I thought it was now throw them all away.
No,
That's-
she said
No.
number 4 is the vortex.
Well, mine was health. So, like, well, hopefully my
Wait.
health doesn't destroy me. Maybe it's because I've been vegan this week to try and be healthier. Maybe
Screw
maybe
vegan, that's
stop veganism. Yeah.
BS. That is BS. Well, I thought you said it was no, career can't destroy you. I mean, I guess it could.
I mean,
No, I think my my last one was career.
Your last one was career?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dun,
that's what I
dun,
thought you
dun.
said.
See,
Yeah.
yes, I've got to go. It's destroying me.
Yep, that's the end. It's been real.
You guys, he's out.
He's out. That's really sad
your
way to
career's
go.
Well,
not
bitch, I
gonna
want to be
destroy you.
famous, so I'm not letting it destroy me.
When I watched it though, I was like, she's gonna eat it if she really doesn't want anyone to see it. Like, there's
And-
nothing else to do with it. Or spill. I would have like maybe spilled
Billy
water
would have
all
been
over
better,
Yeah.
but she ate it.
it. She didn't look. She's water by her, so.
Also, like, I'm sorry. I get that you're trying to have a therapeutic moment with yourself. Like, oh, who's the 4th square for me? But, like, why would you write that at work when Charles is there?
Oh,
and
yeah,
you're, I'm sorry, at work.
were you gonna put that in the shred machine after you
Yeah.
finish
I
writing
feel
it?
like I wouldn't do that. Like, if
No.
I was at work and, like, write down something, write down the 4 best
Or I
things
would have
you
made
like or
it
something.
really vague, like
Yeah.
love.
Right?
Or
But
something
she's like,
like that.
Josh, question mark, Charles, question mark. Girlfriend, go see a therapist if you want to have this moment with
Yeah.
yourself.
Or a
Charles is
horse.
sitting across from you. Let's
Yeah.
not and say we did.
No.
Or a horse. That's an important point because remember, good old Hilary Duff, good old Kelsey went to a
Oh
horse.
yeah, she was with a
Yeah.
horse and got.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
therapy,
Molly
yeah.
took her to equine therapy, which I didn't know was a thing for
I did
equine
not
therapy.
No, that was a thing at all.
Is it fake? Is it for the show or is this real? Do we know?
I don't know, but
Let us
once
know.
I saw her doing it,
Leave
I
in
was
the
like, I
comments.
kind of get it.
Yeah, when you're petting the horse and then tell him all your secrets. That,
But
that
what
was
if
an
mine doesn't
interesting
like
way.
poop after, and then I don't have any? He doesn't get the
Because
release.
it releases your secrets.
What if I tell him something and I was like, girl, nothing
No.
And
coming
it's
out,
like,
no
I'm gonna
release.
keep this in here forever.
Forever. I also found it weird because they were just like watching Molly and the instructor or
they're like,
whatever were right there. doing
Lauren.
this
Her name is
Yeah.
Lauren.
Lauren?
Yeah.
Lauren?
Lauren.
Or
We're
you
just
guess what?
standing there.
I've got an announcement.
What?
Our engineer Stephen has just informed us that equine therapy is
It's
real.
real.
Oh my gosh.
He just googled it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Is it like expensive?
Probably. It's for rich people.
We should go
that
do
don't
it.
know what else
A
to do.
BTS.
How to brush the horse and
that's
tell
a
him
lot.
your secrets.
And it's gonna take a poop no matter what because it has to.
Because that's what horses do.
the equine
Oh my
psychotherapy.
gosh.
But I'm glad they did their research.
Yeah,
so
I'm
all
glad
of
we
our
know.
followers should go try that out. Let us know. how that goes, and then we'll probably should all go do it.
Yeah, if you guys
Field
want to
trip.
send one to me, then I'll do it.
Yeah,
But I mean,
try it out. But aside from this whole thing with Kelsey and her new experience with the horse, we also see, I would think, kind of a new friendship with Kelsey and
Oh,
Diana.
yes, I loved
never
it.
saw their friendship like that. I thought it was
Never.
sweet. I
I
liked
loved
it.
it.
I liked it.
Yeah, especially because
Yeah.
I always knew that Diana had a soft spot for Liza, but not Kelsey. So this was interesting. I liked it though.
What do you think?
And I just love seeing Diana drunk.
Yeah.
I was like,
she's
and the
let
bar
it
they went to, like a gay bar that they sing Broadway songs.
Yeah,
I
show
love
tunes.
that. Show
I love
tunes,
that.
yeah.
It was so sweet. I just feel like Diana's personality, she's always, I don't know even how to explain it. You know, like she's just very
Standoffish.
direct, standoffish.
Yeah.
Isn't very.
She has like a hard shell, but like the
affectionate.
inside, she's like, oh, so
Yeah,
fluffy.
but that's how she is always, even when she's being loving. I mean, until she gets drunk, then she's a
Yeah.
little more loving.
Yeah.
But I love to see that even though, like behind that tough exterior, she really does care about all these people. And she's like, Kelsey, you're having a rough night. We're gonna go to this bar. This helped me
Speaking
through my
of which,
divorce.
how would you guys feel? Like, do you think Diana would be mad if she found out that Liza and Charles had like a little love connection?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you kidding me? She would lose it. Oh my gosh, she's still in love with him, and I love that they threw that in a few times to
Yeah.
remind us when she's like, "Oh, hey, Charles."
I hope she finds somebody else though. I hope she gets a.
We thought she did last season, but that was dangerous.
Wait, what
Yeah.
happened to him?
She hurt him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was so weird.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
What did she
scene
do?
with
She
them.
did something to his penis. I mean,
Broke it.
She broke his penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Steve always loves like the shows that I do because we always say weird things. And,
Well,
Wow.
lots of weird shows.
Hopefully
yeah, it's
she
the
gets-
shows. It's not.
Yeah,
us.
so,
Somebody whose penis she doesn't break because she needs.
she needs a strong.
Well, you know, Charles is pretty big and sturdy. You know, as we saw last season. Yeah, we saw a photo of it. So I think she'll be riding that department if she gets with him. Yeah.
Do you think Charles would ever go out with her ever?
No.
He likes the younger girls.
Especially that time
Well-
when she cracked her tooth last season.
That was
Oh,
me.
And that peppercorn
My
shrimp.
gosh, that was amazing.
Yeah,
That was
no.
amazing. But anyways, so we're out with Diana and Kelsey where they're
yeah.
singing, they're getting really drunk. Well, Diana's getting really drunk. And
Love
then, of course, Kelsey cannot handle anything on her own. Diana gets really drunk and then she texts Liza.
But I did love that the second Diana was like, I'm going to be sick, Kelsey goes, okay, we got to go. And she, you know, she's a good
It's
friend.
true.
There's some girls that are like, really? Because I'm having so
Such a
much
good
fun.
time.
Oh, yeah, no.
Are you
like
sure
that.
you're going to puke? Because I really want to stay, but I won't do it by myself.
I'm talking to someone, so if you just like feel better for
Just
like a
stay in the
second.
corner so I know someone's there. But, you know, she totally wanted to help
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do like that she called Eliza because now it's like a group thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is.
I did. But here's the thing, though. Do you think I loved that Liza came because I loved their whole scene that they had together and Liza.
Their
she's
friendship,
great.
how they, you know, go, you know, help each other out. Yeah.
That was great. However, I don't think it's that hard if Kelsey just brought Diana herself to the cab and then took her home. Like, I don't think that was like a two-woman job, you know? Or do you guys disagree?
I just think Kelsey always has, I think, insinuated or said to Liza in kind of a subtle way that she reminds her of like a mom figure to her. So I feel that she needs that reassurance.
Probably.
So she doesn't like F up. Because sometimes she F's up. And she
True.
has Liza there.
I picture New York. I've never lived there before, and I picture it so different that people just pop up whenever they want.
Yeah.
No, that's how it is.
Is it?
Yeah, they just pop up. Whenever you like call someone, they're just there.
Yeah, they're like on the
Yeah.
subway, but like, boop, they're there.
Yeah.
Like poof there, yeah. You know that? That they just like
crazy.
teleport all over New York?
Oh, have you lived in New York? Have you done all New York? Oh.
See, when I was really young, but see now I don't know, like people can just like taxi and they're really there in like what, 2.5 seconds, huh?
Oh no, I was just kidding. He's
like,
kidding. No, thank you though.
I was
for
like,
saying-
really? Because I'm so gullible, so I
Yeah,
would believe
I love
that.
both of you. Are like, what? You lived in New
I know
York?
we're like, what? That's a
Yeah,
thing?
real quick.
Oh my God,
No, I don't think
that's
it's that quick to
crazy.
get anywhere. But
They
okay.
made it seem like it though, because she was like,
Yeah.
after Charles like, taxi? And then I was like, oh, you're there at the apartment. That was so quick.
I know, and that was like really good timing because she was just leaving her never happened date.
Oh, it's always great timing.
I
Especially got that
know. It's like
Josh
it's a
text.
TV show.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they go back to Diana's beautiful apartment.
I
want to
figured.
live there.
I want to live there. I mean, you can if you put in 10 years of hard work.
But not these days.
And not these days.
With the prices.
With the prices.
I was kind of annoyed. I was hoping she'd be like a really messy whore. You know, because she's like so refined at work. I was like, sometimes those people end up having like the messiest houses and being complete pigs.
Well, she thought it was messy. She's like, excuse the mess. I didn't know I
Oh
was
my
going to have
gosh.
company over.
And then wants to get them more vodka. I love every single time Kelsey's tried to order. She's like, I'll have a glass of wine, which is like so me and so you. But then
I went
what
over
did
to
she-
Renee's the other day for an hour, and I just like brought a bottle of wine.
and we
she
ordered
should've came.
pizza.
We ordered pizza, and then tonight they said that you want wine. No, that's for fat
They-
people.
Yeah, and we're like,
It's not.
all me
And
and
I was
Sam
like,
do is drink wine together.
Because Hilary, here's a bit of a fact. Hilary is a red wine drinker. That's her favourite drink of choice.
Is it really?
And she's always having the vino in West Hollywood at, oh my God, what's it called?
Where?
It is.
You are an
I've really told you.
expert.
I've really
You are
forgotten the
an expert
name, but it's
on
pretty
Hilary
much on Melrose and La Cienega. It's Zincu.
Thank you.
Zincu.
I love that place.
Yeah, no, Zinc. Yeah, no, Zinc. No, call it Zinc. That's right, Zinc. Yeah, it's
The wine, is it a wine bar?
Wine bar,
It's a
yeah, Zinc. It's called, yeah. Z-I-N-Q-U-E. Yeah, Zinc. That's where she's
We
the one.
should go
Serving
there
her wine.
every night for a whole week and see if we bump into her.
And just like, and then when we see her, I would all like do a secret move, and then we'd all start singing the same song.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the intro song that we did. She's like, wow, they're true fans. Or
Yeah.
she's like, security.
She'd be like, yeah, security right here, right. That'd be her secret.
Because it's 2 blocks from her boyfriend, who she just confirmed this week, Trainer, his studio, Rise Nation. He's her boyfriend's studio.
You
he's a
have all
trainer?
the Duff
Yeah, he's on Last Game and Melrose, and he owns Rise Nation.
I thought it was a New York thing.
No, it's an LA thing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're
Okay.
on it.
I'm on it.
On it. But then they go into Diana's closet and we see her wedding dress that she then throws out the window, because this episode we find out about Andy, her ex-husband. She was married to him for 5 years. He left her for a man. And she's like, he's fabulous, whatever. But then that night she decides getting rid of the wedding dress.
Well, yeah, that was like the whole episode. I feel like just letting things go that you are holding on to that you shouldn't be holding on to anymore.
Yeah, Kiko got to her, I think.
Yeah.
So you
That was
better
that
break
moment.
out into the, the Frozen song. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Ain't holding back anymore.
I do find it interesting. Is it just me, or at the end when Liza went into Diana's office and she was hungover and miserable, and they were saying something like, Diana's like, did anything else happen aside from me being completely hungover, waking up in Spanx? Hilarious moment. And then, did she even mention the wedding dress? Does she know she threw out the wedding dress?
Yeah, you were writing, but
was I?
yeah, but there was the homeless man in front of her apartment building was wearing the dress.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the one moment I looked down, the 2 second moment, that missed her.
and
So
then she looked
the whole
like,
time,
oh my
I was
God.
like, why didn't you tell her? Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. Wow. Well, I think that was just an amazing first episode. Did we cover everything?
Yeah, we
going on?
did.
I guess we can
definitely
do. I don't know. What do you guys think is gonna happen this season?
Predictions.
And now,
Predickies.
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
What about you? Dan, what do you think? Let's start
Well, what I do for predictions is I say what I want to happen with the hope that I put it out there in the universe and then it actually happens.
Okay.
So I hope Charles gets hit by a bus so then she can live with Josh forever. Woo!
No,
What?
you don't want that, so Josh can run to you.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe Josh can get hit by a bus and then me and Josh can live happily ever after. Woo!
Wait.
As he's dead.
No, on the show. So then he doesn't have a job. We could just his job can be me.
Oh, you mean
His
Nico?
job can be
Yeah.
His job can be me. That's great.
So that's my prediction.
I don't really know. I don't know. Now that we saw what's gonna happen this season, I don't know if Charles is really liking this new girl that they're trying to say is gonna be his next.
Oh,
thing.
she seems like a biatch.
Oh, I don't know about her. I predict that I'm not gonna like her. I can already see it, and I don't know I don't know if she's gonna finally tell Kelsey that.
I freaking
I'm not
hope so. I mean,
about
it's ridiculous.
time.
It's about time. I mean,
Okay, so I think Kelsey is gonna find out before the end of the season. I think she's gonna find out early on.
Please.
I hope so, because this is getting cray-cray. To me, I'm like, are we living in some fantasy world where people's minds get swiped? Because she has to know. She's not totally stupid. She's
She's
not.
Yeah,
She
I
has her
agree.
own imprint.
I just love the way you said that. She's not totally.
But no, she
stupid.
doesn't have great common sense. I think that she's going to figure out sooner than later, and I think Chad is going to, whatever was on Thad's computer is like, that's going to come back.
no.
And I love that guy, love that actor, so I want him to continue to be on the show. So
And by the way, it doesn't like Hilary or Kelsey. Oh, well, I just say Hilary. Like when they're getting ready, she'll be like, "Fuck!" Like Liza looks so old. Like, I just be like, "Fuck!" Like she looks like she's 27. Like why do you look so old?
she doesn't look old.
Well, she looks,
Shut up,
obvious.
Dan.
Well, I mean, like she looks really good. Like she looks like she could almost pass. But there's a 20-year age gap, so she obviously does
Liza.
look. Yeah, Liza.
Liza. Okay, yeah.
No, I'm not talking about Hilary.
not
Hilary looks
talking about
great.
Hilary.
No, Hilary looks great. But I
Also-
mean, like when they're getting ready, and then she must look over at Liza, who's 20 years older. Like, even though she looks great for her age, like, you'd be like, bitch, what are you doing that I'm not? Like, if you've been making a bit of meth back in the day, done a bit of crack in college, because she looks obviously much older.
I cannot.
You know what? I agree with you, but I wouldn't ever say that.
Yeah.
But I love you so
I love
much.
the way you put
I would
that.
say that. I would say that would have been my thing. I wouldn't think she was older. I would be like, I reckon she did a bit of math back in the day. I reckon good 5 to 8 years. I reckon she was on the math. Yeah.
I wonder if that's what Kelsey's really thinking.
Yeah.
Deep down, she just doesn't say it because it's like just one
yeah,
of
'cause
her
she's
dearest
nice.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
From just the preview we got for the rest of the season, I think this new love interest for Charles is just gonna be. him dating this new woman because he's like trying to get over Liza, and then Liza and him are gonna flirt, and then at the very end, like season finale, she's gonna have to choose between Josh and Charles once and for all. I also think we're gonna see a lot of funny characters when Kelsey starts dating.
Ooh.
And I think, okay, I don't know what they're gonna do with this whole Chad thing, because they can't kill off Chad, like Thad's brother now. Like they already killed Thad, they can't kill Chad. So how is Chad just gonna get out of the picture?
And he likes Kelsey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That, I think there's some history there.
Yeah, I think they told us that last year, and we've been in talks with his publicist last year, so I'm gonna start this up again to get this this guy on the show.
Fine young gentleman on, as well as Hilary, because we love her.
We love Hilary.
Well, listen, I will make a promise that we will try to get the Chad Thad on here.
Chad Thad.
we will sing Hilary as to our grave, but
I'm just gonna say to a publicist, wake up, wake up. You know?
on a
Saturday
on the show.
On a Saturday night. What a good one. Anyways, well, I think that just about wraps it up. But before we go, where can everyone find you?
Well, hello, fans. You can find me on the Twitter at Dan Babic with an _, and then find me on the Instagram at Dan Babic, bitches.
And again, I'm Rhelin Taylor. You can find me on Twitter at Rhelin, actually not Rhelin, Ray Taylor Gang down below, and then on Instagram at Rhelin Taryn.
And thank you guys so much. Tina Herorka, who you know I love you so much, and I just butchered your name, and I've said it a million times. She's one of our best fans. Boo69Bs, thank you so much for tuning in. And you can find me, Sam Davidson, SamDavidsonEntertainment.com, Twitter and Instagram at SamD43.
Woo! And hey guys, you can follow us all here at AfterBuzz all over the internet. You can follow our podcast on iTunes. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere AfterBuzz TV. I'm your host, Renee Ariel, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, and check out my blog, catslipstickla.com.
Ooh.
And yeah, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.